Test, test, 1, 2, 1, 2. What's going on, guys? It's Ricky with TechBit Solutions. Hope that you guys are all having a good Wednesday. Today we have Nvidia reporting earnings right after the close. Let me go ahead and pull this up, just making sure my position is fully closed. Left myself with my one lucky share. I will end up closing that one, just in case I want to go long on it. I don't have to overcomplicate it. So there it goes, $2,400 on the day on Nvidia. Position fully closed, just like we expected, retracing into the close. So it does this very often. It runs up right before market close, or for the greater part of the day, and then right before market close, they call it de-risk. So it sells off, it begins to retrace. I think people are just in case. Nvidia has an amazing track record in exceeding Wall Street's expectation. It's beat almost every single earnings per share and revenue, but like many people say, right, it has to stop at one point, right? I don't know if this is going to be it, but let's go ahead and pull it up. So Nvidia is set to report after the market closes, and we have, again, its track record here, an absolute beautiful, EPS and revenue growth quarter after quarter, year after year. Just, again, very good. This also shows you the reaction on how the markets react after beating expectation. So the last time in February, if you guys remember, the markets, I think, were slightly downturning during that point, or were about to. It did sell off 5.1%, but you could see for the greater part of, if you look back till February, we can load more. Most often, Nvidia reacts in a positive way, right? Patterns tend to repeat themselves. They don't always have to, but it's just important to know, right? Let me pull up the chat here. Can you guys hear me and see me okay? We all good here? I like it. This guy is forever bearish. As a trade, sure. As an investment, no. I'm invested long-term on Nvidia for both myself, my daughter, and my partner Rachel. So I have no intention of selling that position anytime soon. If Nvidia sells off, I'll load up more. I like the stock. I like the company. But at these levels, I don't think it's a good deal. And I don't plan to buy more long-term at these levels. So just my 2 cents, right? When it comes down to trading it, of course, I love to short anything where it presents an opportunity, right? From overbought, oversold levels, there's money to be made. I made $2,400 on that one. And on PLTR, I made a little bit over $4,000 today. So I had a pretty good day, $6,400 altogether, and very pleased with it, right? So I don't like carrying positions into the close. So I don't have an open Nvidia position, just so you guys could see. My position is fully closed. I don't like to hold the stock when it comes down to a trade, right when a company is about to report earnings. It's just not my style. If you want to, be my guest. It's just the way that I choose to trade, okay? All right. Nvidia had its correction, time to fly high, baby. It says Mr. Keith. So we have a handful of people that obviously, and rightfully so, are very bullish on Nvidia. Some people that are hoping for Nvidia to fall apart. Nvidia is definitely a hard one to bet against because it's so incredibly strong fundamentally and technically. So I'm excited to kind of like experience this with you guys. I don't think it's going to report right when the market closes. I think it's set to report about 20 to 30 minutes after. So bear with me. If you guys, obviously, if you're patient and you have the time to spend with me, happy to have you guys here, and we'll see how the markets react, okay? All right. Looks like it's showing signs of a support. I don't hear the clock ticking in the background. Yeah, we're not in my home office. We're at our HQ. I got asked about that one today, everything here. Ricky, do you have any plans on making a video about Fair Isaac, FICO? No. I'll look into it, but no. If it's a pump and dump, I don't even really know what it is. What is it? Yeah, super low volume. Is this something that recently, okay, so it recently dropped. I'll have to look into it. I'm very unaware of what this is. So, significant drop on the technical side, very low volume. Right off the bat, I can tell that this is not something that meets my criteria. Just due to the dollar amount that I trade with, I don't like to trade stocks with very low volume, right? They're easier to manipulate and just not my thing. So, I made 5K on FICO, says Quick Stop. Nice, congratulations, brother. Ricky, what are your thoughts on earnings? I don't even like to say anything because I don't want anyone to trade based off of my opinion, right? Nvidia has a great track record. Right? You guys know that I love talking crap when I can about a stock. Nvidia does have a really great track record in how it is trading, how it's performing. It continues to exceed Wall Street's expectation. I have no crap to talk on Nvidia. Do I think it's a good deal? No. Do I think it's a good investment long term? I do, but not at this price level. And my concern is not so much about Nvidia, and I've said this in my earlier video. It's more about how the administration that's currently in power, right, the Trump administration, can put laws into effect that can restrict Nvidia from selling to other countries, such as China. And that's not Nvidia's fault. That's just, going to be a restricted marketplace. I think it was announced earlier today where Trump is also implementing a restriction or a ban to sell specific chips once again to China. So if something like that gets announced or they share that within their guidance, that might shake out a few investors. Something to take into consideration, right? But other than that, Nvidia has a great track record, especially recently, exceeding Wall Street expectation and its outperformance on the reaction. So excited to see. Like I said, when it comes down to my trade, I have no open position. I'm happy to see which way it goes. And markets are officially closed, so now we wait. Whoa, kind of dropping quite a bit, and it still is yet to report. Where's your poll, Ricky? I didn't run a poll for Nvidia earnings. I feel like there's too many people. Is there people? How many people are here? I don't know. Oh yeah, we have about 2,000 of you. Not bad. So hopefully we earn your thumbs up. I appreciate you guys tuning on in. I wanted to ask you guys, I haven't hosted one in a while. There's obviously a handful of you that are already part of our LPP team. But I trade live every morning. I was thinking about hosting a free live trading session this Friday. So I'll kind of let you guys decide if this video gets over 1,000 likes. I'll host one. If not, I'll just go live privately for our LPP team. So especially for those that were thinking of signing up to watch me trade live or just, want to experience it to get an inside look of what it's like. It's a good time. I haven't hosted one in months when it comes down to the free lives. So you guys let me know. Okay. All right. UNH. Yeah, UNH is still a stock that we're watching carefully. Not much progress. Trading sideways. If you're part of our LPP team, you know exactly what we think about UNH right now. A lot of consolidation, lack of direction. There's still a lot of uncertainty. It's not bullish, it's not bearish, so be mindful of your position size, right? I still have the $7,500 that I invested into UNH, and if you know anything about me, $7,500 is a very, very, very small position size. It's just to have some skin in the game. I've no intention of adding more until direction becomes favorable. So there's a lot of things that are happening internally with UNH where, again, I don't want to be too bold too early on, if you know what I mean. Ricky, why don't you have and do options? It's just not my cup of tea. I've said it from the beginning, from when I first started uploading videos on YouTube. I don't trade options, just like I don't trade Forex or anything like that. I don't trade futures. Just because I don't do it doesn't mean that you shouldn't. I just think that they come at a greater form of risk. But if that's what you're open to, do it, right? I'm never here to convince you not to do it. I'm just here to share with you that I'm not. I've never traded options in my life, not once. No report yet. No, I think the report comes out in about 15 minutes. All right. How many likes to shave that god-awful mustache? Dude, I'm getting roasted. I like it. I like it. Man, you know, I'm so skinny that I want to use any weight that I can to add to my weight. So that's why I'm growing the mustache. No, just kidding. I like it. It's something new. 5K likes to shave it off. No. To drop a like for that. We have 3,200 people here. 3,200. I like that. How many likes do we have? Are we hosting a free live session on? We only have 400 likes. It's 1,000 likes if you want me to host a free live session on Friday. It will be hosted here on YouTube. All you have to do is subscribe, get this video to over 1,000 likes, and we'll host a free live trading session so you can get a taste of what the LPP team experiences every day. So if you want to join LPP, it's the second link in the description down below. I saw someone asking in the live chat. All right. How do you buy puts without doing options? I don't buy puts. I short with shares. So, yeah. MSTR hits $200 and you're shaving it. Let me open a short position first, and then I'll be down with that one. I would probably shave it before then. That might take some time. How long can you hold shares for? I don't understand that question. How long can you hold shares for? When you own the shares, you can hold them for as long as you want. I think it's because you're asking about in correlation or in comparison to options, right? Because options expire. Shares don't expire. I don't know if that's what you're asking. But yeah, like when you're invested in a company and you own 100 shares, you could own those shares as long as you have the money in the account. You could own those shares as long as the company continues to be publicly traded. Ricky, any reason why I can't short on Webull? Either you have under $2,000 in your trading account or you don't have a margin account. As long as you have a margin account with over $2,000, you should be able to short on Webull. For those that don't use Webull and you want to test it out, it's the 5th link in the description down below. It's a free trading application that I use. It's FDIC insured. I personally like it. It's the one that I use every day. You don't have to open one, but you can have more than one trading application. And they do have a sign-up bonus if you use my link. You get 20 free shares if you have an initial deposit. I get 1 free share. Ricky, why is Tesla going up? Is it? Oh, probably because of the weather. Tesla's been running up for no reason every single day. I also tried shorting this one in today's live session, and I ended up nearly break even. So I didn't do too well with Tesla today nor yesterday. I just accepted that it's too bullish right now. It's too irrational. So I have to give it time. I did pretty well with PLTR, $4,200, and I did pretty good with Nvidia, and the $2,400. But yeah. Wait, I still think I have. Oh yeah, I have 500 shares left. That's by mistake. $60,000 lingering here like a booger. There we go. Fully closed. Other than my one lucky share. I was long on Nvidia on that support. So I don't like carrying positions right before a company reports earnings. How do you short without options with shares? If you're part of the LPP team, I show you how to do it. But again, please do not short if you're a beginner. Please do not short if you don't know how to manage risk. Shorting is not for people that are just getting started, right? I want to make sure that you understand that. Just because something is overbought doesn't mean that you should short it. Just because I'm doing it doesn't mean that you need to short it. You need to learn how to walk before you run, and in my opinion, shorting comes at a greater form of risk, okay? But with shares, you see my little button here, short. That's the button to open up short, just so you know. And then you buy to cover with the amount of shares that you are borrowing to short. Could the short go negative? Well, of course, if the stock continues to go up in price or value. Be Creative 12, you know this. Come on, homeboy. You're active here. Just in, trade war escalated with China. I don't think that's true. Markets aren't reacting yet. Is that true, folks? Our focus is Nvidia right now. Hopefully in the next 9 minutes, it should report earnings. Very quickly, for those that are tuning in for the first time, revenue expectation, 43 billion, earnings per share, 89 cents per share. It has an amazing track record of beating both earnings per share and revenue, and more often than not, it has a positive reaction other than a negative reaction. But the last three have been slightly negative. Again, I'm just here to show you what has happened in the past. I do not care what it is that you choose to do. That's on you. I don't think trading earnings before it gets reported is very safe nor very smart for a beginner. If you're experienced, then again, I'm not talking to you. For someone that's just getting started, it's really cool to just watch the market react. You guys crack me up, man. You guys are on one today with that live chat. Are you in it or no? No. No. Why don't you trade small caps? It's just not my style. I have a lot of beginners that watch my content, and I think small caps come at a greater form of risk. It's just not the way that I want to trade. I find myself to be more consistent trading healthier companies. Bullish or bearish, it doesn't matter. It's easier also for me to get in and get out. Brian, that's how some of these questions feel like, huh? Or they sound like. Dancing Diamond Jewelers, appreciate you, man. Thank you. Have they reported? They have not reported yet. We're still waiting. Where are we at? How many of you guys are here? Wow, 4,000 of you. 4,000 and only 800 likes. I'm ashamed. I guess you guys don't want a free live trading session on Friday. Again, if you guys want me to go live, all I literally ask you to do is drop a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel and get this video to over 1,000 likes. Also, don't forget, if you guys haven't already, follow me on Instagram. It's the third link in the description down below. I post a lot of trade updates if you're not already a part of my LPP team. You can join my close friends. It's free. It's just where I send more trade updates. All right, still waiting. Are we at it? Whoa, that was a quick one. All right, free live trading on Friday, right at market open. No excuses. Set your alarm. As long as you're subscribed to the channel, you will get notifications. I will post more links if you're in our Discord, or if you follow me on Instagram, which again, it's the fourth link or third link in the description down below. Everything is linked in the description. All right. I'll be there. Nice. I better show up, huh? Ian, you keep asking the same question, homeboy. Again, if you want to look into LPP to see if it's a good fit for you, it's the second link in the description down below. There's a little discount code there for you. It breaks it down to $1 per day. It's the biggest sell that I offer. If that's what you want, great. If not, you can just subscribe to me here on YouTube. Okay? Sean, I have not. I'm not normally big on that, but I'll test it out and let you know what I think, okay? Of course, Ian. Made it to my very first prop firm payout. Let's effing go. Happy for you, man. Congrats on earning it. Stay consistent. Let's manage that risk. Do you day drink while trading? No, I don't drink anymore. I think it's been a little over a year. So, yeah, I'm a dad now, for those that do not know. Ricky, I'm in LPP 2.0. Where do I get the link for the live trading? It's in the Discord. You should have access to it. It's in the welcome section of the course. Okay, here we go. Looks like, and correct me if I'm wrong, shouldn't Nvidia report in the next 4 minutes? It's 20 minutes after the market closes, right? Okay, I just want to make sure. Will you also play the earnings call? Ivan, I will not. No, it's just the earnings report. I want to see how it reacts, break it down for you guys. And then during the earnings call, which is like the second wave of either buying pressure or selling pressure, depending on what it is that's said, will come normally 30 minutes or an hour after. So I will not be live streaming that myself. This chat is ready to pump up the market with Ricky. I'm not pumping anything. And you guys can't pump a $3.2 trillion market cap. Let's be honest. All right. Let's get it. 3 minutes. 3 minutes. Let me see a show of hands in the live chat. If you are tuning in for the first time and watching Nvidia report earnings for the first time, let me know where you're tuning in from. What state, or if you're out of the United States, what country? Yeah, AZ, Indiana, Texas, Finland. Oh, you guys are active today. Switzerland. Damn, you guys are active. You can't even see that. Mars, yep. Azusa, I like that. California, Vegas, baby. Got Ireland, Toronto, Canada, Dominican Republic, all over the world. Pluto. I like that. You guys are killing it. Well, Honolulu, my favorite place. Favorite place in the world, Honolulu. We'll be there in a few days. But I appreciate you guys taking time and joining my live stream. I hope that I answer the question that you came to, ask, and that's how Nvidia reports. We should find out in the next 2 minutes. I'll do the breakdown for you guys on what it reports, how the market reacts. We'll see if anything presents itself when it comes down to a trade setup. But nonetheless, I just, again, sit back, relax, and let's watch the market react. Japan. If any of you guys are watching from Japan, I would really like to know how things are over there. Are they as bad as they are presented to be with the bond market? Like financially, do you see the stress in your country? If you guys can message me on Instagram, especially if you live there. I don't really want someone that's just visiting. I don't think the context would really make too much sense. But if you're someone that lives there, I would love to learn more about it. Obviously, Japan is the biggest debt carrier when it comes down to the U.S. bonds and U.S. treasuries. So I'd love to learn more on how real this issue actually is. Here it goes. Any minute now. You guys ready? Nvidia set to report earnings in the next 20 seconds. All right, let's do the countdown. We have 15 seconds. 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's going red. Wait, going green, going green. What's going on here? It's going red. I'm going to set up my limit order. I'll take it light. Do 200 shares, include extended hours. Yep. Dropping. Look at that. I'll buy into it. 135. Oh, wow. Here we go. Ugh, nasty. It's not filling my limit orders as quick as I would want. Why did my limit order drop so much? There it goes. Just filled me with 400 shares total. Testing same previous resistance, 137. Again, do not copy my trade. My trade is my trade. It's not your trade. Please understand that. Taking profits, sold the 400 shares. It's testing the same previous resistance. It could break out. That was a quick one. Position fully closed. There it goes. Gapping up. It's pushing. It's pushing. Up 2.3%. How did it report? Beat earnings per share, and it beat revenue. A surprise of earnings per share. Again, are we surprised? Not really. 3.2% beat on EPS, 1.82% on revenue. How's the guidance looking? That's going to be the big question. That's maybe where the uncertainty is presenting itself. This is kind of a slow move for Nvidia. Let this thing run up. Now, obviously, it's much easier said than done. I could easily look back and be like, oh, the shares, the 400 shares that I bought down here, I should have held. Again, there's a lot of consolidation. This was a normal resistance at 137. It looks like it's running up to 139. Beautiful push, up 3.6%. I'll open up a small short position here, include extended hours for those that have never seen anyone open up a short. Here it goes, 100 shares short on Nvidia. 100 shares short is right under $14,000. I'm going to put my limit order lower just so I get filled right away so I don't have to mess with this. So I'm going to do another 100 shares. It's still running up. It's just looking a little overbought, maybe slowing down. But obviously I'm still uncertain, which is why I'm only in with 200 shares. That's pretty cool, huh? How are you guys doing? Are you guys taking profits? Obviously, there's a difference between a trade and an investment, right? If you're invested in Nvidia, today's earnings report shouldn't really influence you very much. But for those that are trading Nvidia, I'm sure you guys are pretty happy as long as you went long. Hopefully, you do your part in taking profits when it makes sense. In and out, done. I like that. Make that money and bounce, right? I'm going to open up another 100 share short. Another 100 share short. There's some pullback potential there. Testing 139. Looks like it's slowing down. There it goes. Another 100 share short. Another 100 share short. You can see my orders getting filled. Again, please do not copy my trade. My trade is not your trade. Let me make that very clear. Nice retracement. All right. Here we go. Still dropping a bit. Let's see if we can get back down to 137. 137 was the normal trading hours resistance, and as we know, old resistance levels can act as new support levels. So I'm just looking for signs of a support right now. We have a support right around 138. Let's see if we break below that. Chelsea scored. Here comes the break below for 138. Testing, testing. It's holding right now. It's holding. Oh, this might be a bullish candle. Let's see if it holds. It's holding. Ricky, how can you trade if the market is closed? On Webull, you have the ability to turn on extended hours. Like I said, if your trading platform does not allow you to, or you want it's just outdated and it's more challenging, like I said, you're welcome to try out Webull. You do not have to. Let me make that very clear. But if you want to try it out, you can have more than one trading application. The 5th link in the description of this video is my Webull referral link. If you use it, you'll earn up to 20 free shares if you have an initial deposit of at least $100. You earn 20 free shares, I earn 1 free share. So it's a win-win for both of us. But again, if you do not want to use it, if you don't want to sign up for Webull, I respect it. I get that. It is FDIC insured, and it's the trading platform that I use every day. Here we go. Still building and ascending support. Let's see if it forms lower highs here. Told you earnings are good. Zeus, homeboy. I get hundreds of messages every day. You think I was like, yep, Zeus told me, so it needs to be good. We can look at track records. Nvidia, you guys know that when if I don't agree with the company, I'm open always to talking crap on it. I have no reason to talk crap on Nvidia. I know it's a very well-run company. I still think it's overhyped up, but I'm invested in Nvidia myself long term. And again, the numbers and results speak for themselves, right? It's not just a good fundamentally ran company, but technically speaking, it's also a very good trading or stock to trade. So I see it for sure. And here it goes. Nice little retracement. I'm going to start to buy to cover here. Right around 1.3. Oh. Again, the old support. Let's see if we get it. I'm going to move up my limit order. There we go. Up $4,000 on the day. I want to remind you I was up already like 20. How much was I up? 2,700, 2,400 already. So, oh dang, big push. So all of this is not just from one trade. I want to make sure that you're aware of that. Ricky, are you still invested in Apple? Of course. Ricky's a market maker. I wish I had that kind of money. I think we all do. All right, got filled at 13861. Another short opened, 100 shares. So when do you ever say that a company isn't overbought? Can you think a company is great and not overbought in the Magnificent Seven? Yeah, I mean, I thought Nvidia was oversold when it was at sub $100 per share. That's when I bought it, right? And don't get me wrong. I mean, there's people that can buy it at 140 or 138 and still make money if Nvidia continues to push up. But that's not the point, right? The point that I like to make, the way that I like to invest is I like to focus on good deals. I don't think Nvidia is a good deal in a shorter time frame from where we are right now at 139 to the previous resistance of 153 to the pullback potential due to all the uncertainty that's going on with the world of lows of 100. The risk to reward, in my opinion, isn't worth it. But if someone's confident, they have a lot of conviction behind the trade, if they're willing to take the risk, to each their own, right? I share my opinion openly just because it's my opinion. I never tell people, hey, you need to buy here or you need to sell here, or when have you ever heard me say that? No, I share with you what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. I've been right, I've been wrong, but I think that's the thing that people appreciate is that I always try to approach the market in a level-headed way. Yes, I do talk about risk a lot more than the average person probably on YouTube. But it's because a lot of beginners follow me. So why wouldn't I talk about risk and just hype up every stock when markets are overbought? Why would I do that and never take downside risk into consideration? That's just not my style. I know risk management is the number one focus every beginner should have. That ticks some people off, but guess what? I don't need those people. I don't need those people to watch my content. My life continues to go on, and as long as I look out for beginners, I think that's all that really matters. All right, a little retracement. I know this is not what many people expected from Nvidia today. They expected a 7 to 8% move. And I don't know if it's because of what happened leading up to this, right? We've talked about this before if you've watched one of my live streams, where sometimes a company runs or rallies too much, meaning that it begins to uptick too much before reporting earnings, that by the time that it reports, it's kind of already factored in, especially if it's not much of a surprise. So I don't know if that's what we have going on, but remember, this is the first part of Nvidia's earnings. The second part is the guidance call, and that happens in the next 30 minutes to an hour. So please look out for that. I plan to close out my trade in the next few minutes, so I won't be influenced by it. But again, for those that don't plan to close their trades, or if you have option positions open, for my buddy Vincent out there, it's definitely something that you're going to want to pay a little bit more close attention to, okay? Oh, there's a mosquito here. What's going on? Or a little flea. Why do you have ads on your live stream? Why do you think? Silly questions today. Do you think that it's worth to keep shorting Tesla overnight? I don't think it's a smart move to short anything overnight while it's still bullish, yet alone Tesla. That can be very irrational, right? New office? Nope. I bought this building back in 2020. I've had it since then. Huh? Ah. What is your favorite soccer team? Barcelona. All right. SGN paid the mortgage today. 40 something. I like that. Congratulations, brother. W Barca fan. Nice. Chelsea. We're watching Chelsea's game right now. Oh, they did catch up. 2-1. We're watching Cole Palmer right now. It's football, not soccer. Well, we're in America, so it just for less confusion. Hala Madrid. We got some confused people in here. Knicks or Pacers? No, I want the Is it the Timberwolves? Yeah. Yeah. I just want Anthony Edwards to win. I don't really care about the other teams. And it looks like he's about to lose today, maybe. So. Bayern Munich? Is that a team? Yeah.
Germany, Munich.
See you. They're doing like the Cristiano Ronaldo one. All right, this thing is still holding here. I should be pretty flat with the position that I still have open. Yeah, not much going on there. Yeah, well, that's the concern. I like this question. So, Ricky, what do you think about Donald Trump ordering U.S. chip software suppliers to stop selling to China? I get it. I get the reason behind it because they want to slow down the advancement behind China itself, right? I don't think it's fair when you just ban a specific company. Right? Like, I just think that's very different. I think that's very unfair when it comes down to, sure, if you want to put tariffs on a specific country, That's one thing. That's for an entire country. If you want to restrict a specific industry, sure, that's for a specific industry. When you target a specific individual company like he's done with Nvidia, I don't think that's fair. I think you're really restricting, just like as it's been done in the past before, the lack of growth or the potential growth for that company. It's just my 2 cents. But obviously, some people want to be more aggressive with it. I see it to be more aggressive. So I think Americans think the U.S. is ahead more than they actually are with the fight against China. If you really take into consideration the deals that we have signed, we haven't signed any deal. We haven't signed any deal with the UK. We haven't signed any deal with China. We've just delayed them with these pauses. And we'll see. We'll see if the relationship is still there or if they're able to harbor enough to want to retaliate and the trade war happens all over again, right? The big focus, especially if you're part of my Instagram close friends that I've been posting about, is the bond market. The bond market's a really big focus for the United States because they need to refinance their debt. The stock market doesn't really care about it right now, but I promise you it will later down the road, especially if the 10-year continues to increase closer to 5%. It's a ticking time bomb for the US. They need to refinance their debt by the end of the year, and they want to do it at a lower rate. But the Federal Reserve still does not cut interest rates, and they have no expectation to. So again, the more uncertainty, the higher these bonds will go, the more expensive it will be for people like you and I and the US to borrow money. Therefore, slowing down the economy, causing inflation to go up. It's a full recipe, in my opinion, for disaster. But we'll see how it plays out. All right, we're testing the same overbought range right now. Let's see if we make new highs. It's testing 140. It's up 3.6%. I'm going to do another 100 shares. Please do not copy. This thing looks like it might break out and make new highs, and I'm okay with that, right? My position's a little bit on the lighter side right now. PLTR, testing same resistance range right around 124, 125. No progress there. Is there anything else that's happening during extended hours that's worth paying attention to? Tesla's up 1.1%. Testing same previous highs. Not much going on there. That's lovely. We had Bitcoin drop to lows of 106, but then a quick recovery. We'll see if it actually upswings or just forms a lower high and retraces back down to 106. MicroStrategy, my favorite crappy company, sold off and lost another 2% of its value. Again, one step closer to being sub 300. Nice retracement potential. But again, please do not short these stocks, especially as they're still inherently risky, right? As market conditions are still more bullish than they are bearish. So here it goes. Trying to run up. Hey Ricky, you're invited to the cookout. I appreciate that, Josh. What does shorting mean? Means that you are betting against. You make money as it drops, you lose money as it increases in value. You can Google search it. We have a few videos about it as well. I'm going to still keep it light here. Another 100 shares short. I like the pullback potential. I like how much it retraced before. Showed signs of weakness. We'll see if that follows. It's up 4.1%. Here it goes. Another 200. Dropping much quicker than I wanted it to. Dang it, dude. You see? Now I'm just following it. There we go. All right. We're at that 3,300 mark. 3,400. PLTR, we're at 4,200. That position's fully closed other than my one lucky share. So we'll wait and see. Okay. Nvidia's guidance is weak. That's what I'm going to look into right now. So again, if you're part of my LPP team or if you're part of the close friends, I'll post the announcement there. I'm going to pay attention to the Nvidia earnings. I'm just not going to live stream it. So again, Nvidia should be reporting its Nvidia guidance in the next 20 to 40 minutes. So something to Google search if you want to pay attention to it or listen into the call. That's pretty much where their executives will come on in, talk about the company, the past quarter, up and coming quarters, and kind of give investors a better understanding of what's to come. If guidance is good and better than what was expected, expect another pump on Nvidia. If guidance is worse than what investors expected, expect maybe a little downturn. Again, Nvidia is just a very strong company. Even if it does retrace a little bit within the day, unless you're a day trader, right? It shouldn't scare you unless it goes against you. Just do your part in managing risk, or if you think that it's overbought enough, you made enough money trading it, then just know when to take profits, right? Nothing wrong with that. Your trades never have to be perfect for you to be green. And that's a good understanding to have when you're getting into this market. So what's the reason behind the one lucky share? There's no reason behind it. I just do it for fun. Curiosity kills, right? So yeah, but I had fun with you guys. Again, I do plan to host a free live trading session this Friday. I have not hosted one in quite some time. I appreciate you guys dropping a thumbs up and getting this video to over 1,000 likes. All I literally ask you to do is to subscribe to the channel and turn on your post notifications. I go live every single morning right at market open, and this Friday I will be doing it for free. So you can get a taste of what the LPP team experiences every morning. If you're ready to join my LPP team right now, we do have a discount going on for you. It's the second link in the description down below, and you can join LPP for as little as $1 a day. Again, you do not have to join. If you just want to wait for the live session, I respect that. So again, Friday, live trading session, free live trading. Hope to see you there. Hope that earned a thumbs up. Please consider subscribing. And like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take care, team.